Oh,
Yay, yay, yay!
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is episode gay, gay. Episode 17 of The Skeptic and the Dude. It's Podcast Mondays, but this is coming out Tuesdays, but we're filming it on Monday. So it's Podcast Mondays coming out Tuesdays, son.
Yeah. So all the news that is in the past is coming to you in the present. I don't know what the fuck.
That's right, man. Yeah. Yeah, who fucking knows what we're on about. Well, so being Monday, we just discovered this is like
new
coverage.
intel.
Yeah, like just 90 minutes ago. Just 90 minutes ago, our premier Daniel Andrews made an announcement addressing our fellow Victorians about all these coronavirus what would you call them, regulations, self-isolation restrictions, that's the word, being lifted. So, and now this is coming out, it's just a matter of hours before, so it's Tuesday now, you're all
before
listening.
It happens.
Yeah, matter of hours, so at 11:59 p.m., although a couple of times he said 12:59 p.m., I can get it right.
Yeah, get it right.
We're counting on you. So yeah. What do you think, Joel?
Yeah.
Five family and friends can come over?
Pretty
That's
keen.
insane, man.
You know, I'm happy to have some social interaction.
That's it.
I wonder if I've lost the skills. You know what I mean? Because, like, it's easy to talk to you now, but what if I just go up to a person who's like,
I've never been this close to a human being before. Yeah, what's this?
Like,
well,
everything's so alien now. Yeah, like, everyone in, like, public, they'll start doing walks together and all like, hi. Like, they all don't know how to speak to each other.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Because, see, like, it's fine talking to you on this and everything. I mean, I talk to you every couple of days, you know, and same with Billy and the rest of the guys. So. Yeah, but then it's like, but I still miss you because it's not it's not like we're in the flesh. I'm not actually, in person.
I can't grab you, man.
That's still, we can't touch each other, you know. It just doesn't work that way. But, you know, but there's also that, so that maximum of 10 people there to participate in outdoor activities. So, like, hiking, fishing, golfing. Dad's happy about that.
Drunk walking?
Yep, Sam Newman will be happy about that too. Yes, drunk walking and walking away from
16 Ks
and eshays. Yep, 16 Ks. Here we come.
16 Ks?
Fuck yeah, man. Ah, dude.
Yeah.
But, and
yeah.
A lot of
things.
council and community meetings all kind of going back, like AA meetings and that, but they're still only going to be capped at like 10. Like, who can attend and keep this distance and that, you know. It's interesting. But how about those protesters on Sunday in the city?
Those fucking idiots!
Yeah, fucking hell. I mean, like, protesting is good for social progression, but not when it's literally done in a way that's going to endanger lives and, you know, just completely goes against. They haven't, like, how many supporters have they
lockdown?
got? Yeah, they're just sick and tired.
We don't want to be in lockdown anymore.
Yeah,
what a bunch of little bitches.
I reckon.
We don't want to be in lockdown anymore. We don't want to be safe.
Yeah, that's it. We don't want to be secure.
How dare everyone be safe and secure from the coronavirus? Oh, so we're going to clump together.
Yeah.
Break the social distancing. And we're going to do this stupid shit.
Yeah.
What if like the second wave of coronavirus was just caused because of them?
Because of that. Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, that was
fucking
a smart
idiots.
idea. Fuckwits.
Yeah, that made sense.
Jesus
Christ. You know, look at us. You know, we're progressive. We're trying to move forward in this thing, you know. And
you just gotta it's for your safety. These restrictions are for your safety. It's not like the government's holding us here against our will. It's literally they're doing this for us to not die.
That's it. That's literally the idea. It's a technique of survival, I guess. Really, at the end of the day, it's survival and to reduce the rate of infection. You know,
and we've got technology here. We've got TV, internet.
That's it.
What are you complaining about? Yeah, you can't see your friends. I get it, but this
really is. Yeah, this is the best time.
Netflix
for social. Yeah, exactly. You got fucking Netflix and everything. You know, I mean, it's only been. I mean, down here, it's in Australia. It's only been about 6 weeks of quarantine. You know,
probably a little bit more for us.
A little more for others than that, but yeah, roughly a month and a half, just shy of 2 months. You know. Things are going all right. You know, we've made it this far. You know.
Yeah.
And of course, there are people
we can go to the shops still. as well.
Well, that's it.
You know?
It's not like you can't go out. You can still do things. And I
We're not
understand
welded
that's it.
inside.
I mean, there are a lot of people that are, under stress and everything, and of course, mental health is something we got to be mindful of in times like this. But at the same time, there does need to be some self-responsibility and some, it's,
Well, yeah,
But-
and then all these things are coming out for you as well, like to stay inside to help flatten the curve. All these things
That's
are coming out in
That's
your
it.
benefit to keep you indoors, and then you decide, this is not good enough, I'm going to protest
Yeah.
and break the rules. You fuck.
So fucking dumb. Yeah,
What about
man.
this COVID app? What do you think about that?
Is that the one that what?
The
Yeah, I don't know much
the
about
government
that.
app where they track you. To
Okay.
find, it's essentially a tracking app. They don't call it a tracking app, but it's
But it's
essentially a tracking app. And it's apparently meant to protect you, or I'm trying to be careful that I don't get shot by any of Scott Morrison's goons now, but it's essentially meant to. I thought I heard a noise. Some rattles in the trees.
Oops, see some leaves crushing.
Like distant Hueys. Fuck.
That's it, man.
But it's essentially to alert you if someone in your near you has the coronavirus. And Scott Morrison is like saying it's going to protect you. You get this app and it's going to protect you from the coronavirus. And it's like, no, it's not. It's a fucking app. It doesn't give me immunity. And plus apps fail sometimes. What if someone has, and not everyone has the app as well. There's so many things wrong with this. Like if I go out in public and I've got this app, for starters, they know where I am, so they can keep track on me and tabs on me to make sure I'm not doing any thing bad. Or if I've got coronavirus, people can keep track on me. So
it's an interesting an interesting thing they're trying to implement. Yeah, that doesn't make a great deal of sense of what its real aim is.
And what if it's delayed? Because then you would have been in the presence with someone with coronavirus for 5 minutes and it's delayed, and then you've already got it by that time and you didn't even know.
But see, that's just an excuse to tell you that it's just ultimately for the government to prove that you're at home and you're not fucking around. And it's probably also for statistics, so they can see an average, so they can, which it makes sense because they want to control it a bit easier. So if they understand where people are, they get a general estimate of how things are going. Because the police still do their routine checks going from house to house, which is a bit, it's a bit scary. It's like, fuck, all right, let's, but
I haven't had any coppers coming to my place yet.
Yeah, no, same here. I guess we're fine out in the country.
That's because we're doing the right thing and we're not.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Dumb shit.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not protesting.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, fuck's sake, dude. And a lot of them were. You hear that they're carrying on about 5G. 5G is the cause of coronavirus. These 5G towers. Now, look,
I was talking about a few episodes ago.
Yeah,
I remember I mentioned that. Yeah.
See, I don't know much about 5G, but what I do know is something that I think this is an old theory. This is a theory that's now kind of it's just been so blown out of proportion. It's now a totally new thing. But my understanding of it was that 5G was introduced in China, particularly in Wuhan and some other regions.
Yeah.
During January, and once they went to that 5G network, that resulted in, I think, 20 million citizens no longer being able to use their phones to contact anyone. So that was designed. They say that was, the conspiracy is that was designed as a way to prevent them from speaking out, as an infringement on them being able to warn people of the virus.
About the virus.
Twisted people out there protesting.
5G is coronavirus. And it's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, that's it. It's all the rays, man.
They're claiming that people are getting sick from the 5G towers. Now, that could be true, and I think it could be possibly radiation poisoning. I don't think it's coronavirus. You know what I mean? Because I don't think it was tested properly. From my understanding, it was just kind of put out there. So it wasn't properly tested. I don't think anyone was really ready for it. And then they just kind of did it, and then they're like, "Oh shit, this is bad."
But where is 5G? Is that being released in Australia as well?
I don't know, man. I think it was in America, and it was in Wuhan,
and China.
And I think it started to happen in England, and then is it the Prime Minister of the UK?
Boris Johnson? Yeah. Boris
Yeah,
Johnson.
I'm pretty sure he was like, "No, we don't want this," because of all the shit that's
okay.
happening from it.
Yeah,
But
probably. Well, see, it's like it kind of reminds me. It's like another thing with like the NBN. You know,
yeah,
like I know I was so skeptical of the NBN. I thought, oh yeah, this is fucking bullshit. And then and then here we are. Everyone's got it, and now we're worse than developing countries. Like
yeah,
we've got slightly better internet than Turkey. It's
yeah.
like what?
Australia's just got shit internet in general.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what it's like? Because
Well,
this is what we deal with now. Could you imagine if we had the proper, like, up-running internet, how much it will blow our minds when we actually get, like, good internet?
Yeah.
We'll probably be like, holy shit.
Because, see, I just don't understand what... I mean, this is going on to a topic from years ago, but, yeah, the fact that the Liberal government, as friendly Geordies would say, they've gone and taken this super fucking expensive thing by, creating the NBN, which is based on this technology that was literally around 80 years ago,
Yeah.
and they're trying to make it useful for now. It's almost like they're trying to take us back to the dark ages. They don't want us, to be, to develop.
Could be on that.
It's fucking insane, man.
Have you, speaking of, like, I don't know, upgrades and stuff, have you been following Elon Musk recently with his shit?
I've been meaning to watch. Yeah, I haven't yet watched his interview with Rogan yet.
Yeah, I was watching some of it, and some of the shit that he's got that's going to come out soon. And by soon, I mean, he said something like 5 years or 10 years if everything goes right.
Okay.
Have you heard of the Neuralink?
The Neuralink? No, I don't think so.
Yeah. He talks about it on the thing, and essentially what it is, it's like a chip, or I think it's like a 1-inch like chip. They drill it into your skull, and it puts like essentially it's for your brain. It's basically like connecting to your brain. Okay. And from what I remember was he was talking about apparently if it goes right, it can help cure things like blindness and like memory loss and dementia and all that stuff, because it shoots out the what's it called? What's the terminology for the electricity that goes around your brain?
Synaptic.
It just sends different
your brain signals
to your brain in the spots that it needs it, and then it can help do that stuff. And that's good.
Yeah,
but
at the same time,
I think it also needs to be charged, and then which is weird. You can imagine having a charger in your fucking head, and then at the same time you'll be connected to the internet, is what he was saying. And then he was saying you could do all this other stuff, like you can. When it gets to it can get to the point where you don't even have to talk, and you can just communicate telepathically.
Oh, telepathy, damn son!
With this fucking
shit
thing in your head, you can just communicate an idea, and you can send people emotions and make them feel emotions that you're sending to them.
This feels like I don't like
it.
Some serious David Cronenberg type shit. This is like some Scanners fucking Videodrome type. It's funny. I was actually watching those movies in the last couple of days, and all it's making me think is technology, man. Fuck,
Yeah, definitely. But he's like talking about stuff like apparently you can record memories with it as well, and then you can relive some memories like a video or something in real time.
Christ.
It's just fucking.
And what was Joe Rogan's reaction like? That is fucking
Joe Rogan was, because I feel like Joe Rogan's the guy who's like, he's been predicting that kind of thing, and he's been scared of it. Yeah. So he looked like he was shitting himself, but he was laughing at the same time. So he looks chill. He looks chill, but I can tell what he's thinking. He's thinking, fuck, this is fuck. Getting these chips into your brain, because people were talking about that ages ago, those conspiracies. Oh, you're going to get chips in your brain and people are going to control you and shit like that.
Yeah. Oh, we've been talking about this kind of stuff for years, man.
And then they're making it. The Neuralink. They're making it now. And he said it could be it could be about, if it goes well, like really well, it could be in 5 years that people could be non-talking to each other. They can be using.
Yeah. Fuck.
10 years. 5 or 10 years he was talking about for that stuff. But that would be the early stages for like medical purposes.
Yeah,
and then it'll start. But I don't know how I feel about that because that's kind of scary.
Yeah, see, that's it. Like, I respect the intention of what it is, but there's the intention. There's always there's pros and cons with everything. You know, like okay, it's cool that we can do these things, but what are the consequences of doing it?
Yeah, what if it because yes, like he makes Teslas and stuff. But they're not fully reliable as well. Like you can claim to be good, but technology doesn't work all the time.
That's it. It doesn't. Yeah.
What about when it breaks down? You've got something in your brain that's essentially, what if that fucks up?
That's it.
Or malfunctions?
Do we really want to be turning? Do we really want to turn people into cyborgs? That's my question.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we?
Do we
like?
Yeah. do we really want to be like living a life where we just like?
Yeah.
And plus, you'll know everything as well because it's like I'm pretty sure it's going to be like internet. But what's the point of doing that? Because that kind of feels like I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know how I feel about it. It's also scary.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me being naive or something. But like, I don't like the idea of putting something that's 1 inch
into
my
your brain
skull,
that's gonna have
drilled
all this
through my
effect
skull.
on you.
That's gonna be connected into my brain.
Yeah.
I don't like that idea. It feels very like what's the word? Not fucked up. It'd feel very
Fully
like a foreign thing in your brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It'd feel
something very unnatural.
Not right.
That's not meant to be there. Yeah.
Yeah, very unnatural. That's it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah. Fucking hell. But a majority of that interview with Joe Rogan and Elon Musk was, I think Joe Rogan would make a joke or something, and Elon has this like straight face kind of thing. Like he's like, I'm not joking, but he would make a joke and then it kind of sounds funny, but he wouldn't laugh really.
He is a little bit awkward. He has like, yeah. Well,
I was like, ooh. Does he have Neuralink in his brain?
Well, what about his kid? Now, how do you pronounce his name? Does he explain that?
Archangel Musk, I think. That's how it's pronounced because I think the X. Fuck, I can't remember what the X stands for.
But isn't like the other half of his name
named
after
the AE
place or something? After like a
it's a plane. It's a plane.
Okay, yeah.
The Archangel plane, I think it was called. It's some military plane that was really cool that he thought was really cool.
Yeah,
so
right.
The A-12 was like one of the planes that he thought was really cool, which I don't know why you'd call your kid a plane. He's not a fucking robot, but that's his.
No, maybe
he's not a Tesla.
Yeah,
but,
that's it.
Yeah, you're gonna give him the Neuralink.
He could become his lab rat.
Yeah, but I can't remember what the X is for, but the AE was some like I think Grimes or whatever her name was that's like the elven version of love or something or some shit. I'm like, all right. I'm like, right. So I don't know. That kid's gonna. I don't know. I mean, they're the parents. It's their decision. But I personally wouldn't call my kid a bunch of symbols
named after a fucking plane. Yeah.
And
well, I guess it's not as bad as that. Remember that girl a couple of years ago when she was boarding a plane and the flight attendant made fun of her name because the name literally in capitals ABCDE and it's pronounced ABCDE. And the mother is that really fucking annoying type of progressive who's like, I just felt really offended when they made fun of my daughter's name because it's ABCDE, but it's spelled ABCDE. It's like, oh my God. It's like, it's a dumb fucking name,
Yeah.
Jesus.
But yeah, I don't know why Elon decided to name his kid that. Again, the kid's not a Tesla, it's a human being.
That's right.
It isn't one of your projects unless you're trying to make it one of your projects.
But hey, man, we should probably keep this guy on our good side. We don't want him to, because if these new, what do you call them, the Neuralink?
Neuralink, yeah.
If that ends up becoming something that's that's going to alter, change the world or whatever, or we want to make sure that we're on his good side. He's not going to use it for evil. And this is the guy that's probably going to get us to Mars. Because I think I had a mate who was telling me also about that interview that he said he's going to focus less on his properties, his property management and that, and focus more on donating money to SpaceX and trying getting us to Mars and everything. Kind of, yeah.
Well, I think he's a smart guy. Like that is definitely a thing. I do think he's a very smart person.
He's a clever dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'm not
That's
shit talking him or anything. I'm just questioning why the name.
Yeah, that's
like everyone else.
And this
But,
stuff they want to implant in your brain. Yeah, but
yeah, that's why I don't know. I don't know if I like
actually that sounds like some of that Chris King stuff. He was warning us about. That chip. Maybe he was one of his lab rats.
Literally.
Fuck,
dude, because he's like, I switched my chip off ages ago. And I'm like, what do you mean? And what if he was like, oh, conspiracy goes deep, mate. And he's like, you're in a simulation. He was telling us the truth the whole time.
That's it. Yeah, he was warning us.
He was warning us. He's telling us the truth. We're all in a simulation. And once we get that chip in our brain, it's Matrix, man. We wake up in those big egg sacs and we just burst through and just fucking like there's robotic shits everywhere. Jesus. Damn, boy.
Well, I had a dream last night, and it kind of, and I guess I think it tried to show me that that the dream I was in was a simulation, but my actual life is normal. I had a dream, right? And I always had these dreams where I'm back in school, but so I'm in secondary school and high school, but it takes place in the classroom of my primary school.
Yeah, but it seems normal because you're in a dream.
Do you ever have those? It was so weird. I had a dream last night where I was doing I was doing like another year, but it's like I didn't have to do the year, but I chose to. I wanted to do this year, and I'm in this classroom and it's grade. I think it was a classroom I was in when I was in grade 6, and it's my year 9 teacher. It was like taking us, and we're all hanging out and stuff, and I'm just thinking, oh my god, I got so much homework to do and all this stuff. And I thought, but hang on, what if I just say I no longer want to do school this year because I already did it last year? What, to say I don't want to do it anymore, because I was doing maths. I'm like, oh, doing maths. I dropped out of this in year 10. I thought, oh well, I guess I'm doing it. And then I woke up and thought, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I thought that was all bullshit. I'm like, I'm glad it just, you just woke up and you're glad to find out, it was.
Yeah.
So maybe that was
weird that I had the same, pretty much the same dream 2 nights ago. Because I had a dream that I was in year 12, doing an extra year of year 12, and then I remember they were giving me a bunch of hard work, and I'm just like, I'm just doing this year. I don't even have to actually do this year. Fuck this shit, bro.
Yeah.
And just get up and move. I think the reason why I had that dream though was because that would have been an option, is to me to redo year 12 because of vet. If I want to get the benefits of doing the second year of vet, they told me I had to redo year 12 again, and I said, fuck that. I'm like, I'm not doing year 12 again.
Yeah, just so I can get
just so I can get
increment.
A discount on the vet thing. So I just, did vet.
On discount for
and,
vet, yeah.
Yeah, because the school would pay for it and help it like that, but I'd have to do another year of year 12. And maybe my dream took place of if I took that route,
okay.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of like another opportunity, yeah.
A different, an alternative universe of when I took that route to get that discount. For the school to take care of the funds of that.
I feel like my dream was kind of telling me that it was like this is like it was trying to tell me that if I had have studied this year, continued with studying this year, if I had gone to uni or something. But it still kind of left me thinking, no, this isn't for me. I think it was, it was interesting. What was that?
Yeah, but I don't know. I was trying to make sure it wasn't copyrighted music. But
I don't think I can hear anything.
But yeah, that's weird. I had a very similar dream 2 nights ago.
Yeah,
It was just because I remember seeing that. I got some really hard work, and I'm like, I've already done this shit. I don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but you have to because you're in school. I'm like, I don't fucking have to. I'm here, by a choice.
Yeah, they're the worst.
I've already got my VCE.
Yeah, I even had for a while. I was telling you, I had these nightmares of vet. And they were just so weird. They were like, be like, oh shit, all right,
stress induced.
Yeah, like, oh, we're filming another scene today. I haven't got my lines all down, or I'm like,
dude,
what?
It's
do you know?
Do you know what sucks? Nightmares nowadays are so much scarier because it's so real. Like back when you were a kid, nightmares would be like, there's a boogeyman in my closet or there's a werewolf, and then and then you realize it's just fucking dumb. But you've got whatever, Santa Claus is going to protect me, or
I think it's like that thing of as you get older, because then you realize that you're no longer afraid of the dark, you're afraid of yourself, the real monsters within you, and these other stresses and that are within your life that are actually a threat,
Because it's stress nightmare. That's like the worst.
Yeah. Like
I would
I
rather
used
get killed in my nightmare
Yeah.
than
I
the
used to
stress
have
nightmare.
all of those dreams where, like, throughout year 12, particularly, I'd have a dream about having a really stressful day at school, and then I wake
Yeah.
up and I'm already stressed out because I've got a stressful day coming up, and I've
Yeah,
just dreamt it. I'm like, I feel like I haven't
yeah,
even slept.
yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
I've been
yeah,
awake, you know?
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
fuck.
Yeah, it's
And now I
just
got to go to school and do
yeah,
it again?
yeah. It
Oh,
was, and I had dreams about like I had a dream recently about like work. I had a
yeah.
dream like I was moving cabinets. This is scary because this can happen. Like
Yeah.
that's why it was really scary nightmare because I had a dream I was moving cabinets and then the cabinet fell and killed the employee that was next to
Fuck.
me, and it was all my fault because I
Jesus
was
Christ.
because I couldn't hold the weight, so I was trying
Yeah.
to hold the weight, but I was holding, I couldn't quite handle all of it, and we're waiting for someone else to come here, and then it just went whoop and flipped and landed on the
Yeah.
person, and I'm standing there, and then the dream, you'd think the dream would end there in the nightmare,
Yeah.
but I'm stuck in that, and that whole scenario of what do I do? You know what I mean? Like, because this guy has clearly just been crushed
Yeah.
by this massive ass cabinet, and I'm standing here like in shock, and I have to live
fuck?
that whole shock thing
Yeah,
like in my
yeah.
nightmare. So you
And
get
you
all
wake
those
up
feelings,
and
and
you
you're
go,
like,
fuck you, why did that happen? That was not
yeah,
real.
yeah. And
What
I
the
was like,
fuck, yeah.
oh my god. And I'm like, do I
Mm.
call someone? And then the person's like trying to like,
Mm.
he's dying,
Yeah.
and he's. And I'm like,
It's fucking
fuck,
weird,
and
man.
I'm like trying to like call someone, and someone's like, don't
Yeah.
call someone. I'm like, what? And I was like trying to figure out what do I do? Do I try and get the cabinet off him,
Yeah.
or do I call someone? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do I call 000 straight away, or do I move the cabinet?
Mm.
And then it gives you dilemmas like that, and it's stressful, and then you wake up and it's a dream, and you're like
What the
that's a real thing. That's a real
Yeah.
thing that can happen. That's like an actual thing. Other than the fact that he'd still be moving once he's been crushed by a cabinet, that doesn't make any sense. But
Yeah. See, that
But, like,
reminds me. I was watching Don't Look Now last night. I'd been meaning to watch it for a long time. You seen it?
no, I've heard of it.
But yeah, really good film, and it's a bit, and it's also like really weird. It has a great twist and a lot of symbolism in it. It's great, but like
Yeah.
something about it is that Donald Sutherland. But the premise is that him and his wife, they lose their daughter after she drowned, and she died in this. She was wearing this bright red raincoat. And then the whole film, you see the color red a lot. There's a lot of symbolism with that. And when he tries to rescue his daughter, he doesn't realize this, but he has these kind of clairvoyant powers, these spiritual powers that he's unaware of and doesn't know how to use them and doesn't understand them. So then him and his wife moved to Venice. And when you were telling me just then, it kind of reminded me of that there's a scene where he keeps having, they're kind of like premonitions of things that are going to happen. And he feels like he's being warned, because when they go over there to Venice, he meets these two sisters, and one of them's blind, and she keeps telling him that to warning him and stuff, and she tells them that, your daughter's with you. I saw her at lunch with you. She was sitting beside you. She's here. And then Donald Sutherland, his wife, believes it, but the husband, he's very skeptical of it. And then he starts to believe things more and more as he starts to ignore. He actually starts to ignore like some of these spiritual kind of warnings. And then there's a scene where he nearly dies when he's in Venice because they're trying to he's helping rebuild this church, and he's on one of those what do you call them? Those, what painters use when they're on the side of a building, or they clean windows, that little,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And it's like a really old-fashioned design, one of them, and as it's going up, and then it falls, and he's like there hanging on to life, and and then he walks out, and then this priest is like all shocked, and he tells him, he goes, "Oh, my father died from a fall." He goes, "Is that right?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, well, it's funny, my wife kept warning me about today, she kept warning me something really bad was going to happen, and then here he is fucking, like dying from a fall." But yeah. But no, I'd definitely recommend checking that one out. That was good.
Yeah. Sounds good. But
Yeah.
yeah, like, just like dreams they're just so much like more complex and scary now. Like,
Yeah.
like it's just changed. Like the whole dynamic of like a serial killer running after you. It's not like that anymore. It's not
That's
like a
right.
scary thing. It's more like you've got no money and you're going to go homeless.
Yeah. They're these
like,
real type dreams. Yeah.
Yeah, these real horrors that are like plausible, and you're like, ooh, oh my god, holy moly,
holy fuck,
holy cow.
But anyway, I think on a lighter note, it was Mother's Day yesterday.
Yeah.
So shout out to all the mothers in the world, and shout out to, and even to mothers who maybe, were alone yesterday. Maybe mothers who didn't, maybe don't have a really good connection with their children, or those who've lost their children, and vice versa. Even
vice versa. Yeah, exactly.
Who don't have a good connection with their mother, or they or they don't, or their mother's passed away. We're thinking of you guys as well. It's
we're thinking of everyone, not just thinking of.
We're thinking of all the mothers, and even people who are yet to be mothers. The mothers who want to be mothers. It's a day to celebrate motherhood, I guess. Mothers. So how was your
Go
Mother's
moms? Yeah, pretty good. Gave her my gift.
Yeah, nice.
Had some food. We're like, couldn't do much else, but
it's it. Just had to make the most of it in quarantine.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah.
What'd you get your mum?
Well, we got her some. I mean, whenever, every time it gets these things for my mum, she never wants anything. But she isn't like that type where then she'll get upset if she doesn't get anything. She's kind of, I think she's pretty genuine about it. She goes, yeah, I really don't want anything. Dinner's fine. But we got her some lovely bottles of wine and some a few treats here and there, because she's a florist, so she was working. This was the biggest time for business, busiest time over Mother's Day weekend, and this is the most amount of deliveries they've ever had. And the store, because they're not doing too well, the florist industry down here anyway, they had 161 deliveries over the weekend. It's fucking insane. And they actually ran out of flowers on Mother's Day, so they had to close. So they closed up at about 2. It was insane, But, even though they're not going to last much longer, talk about going out with a fucking bang. So we did that. We did a drive-by of my grandma's house, did the old knick-knock ditch, dropped some flowers off to her, and then got in the car.
Bye.
Pretty much.
Ding dong. Run away.
Yeah, that's it. Then had a nice Zoom call with the extended family,
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty much it,
Yeah, so much we could really do, but
make the most of it. And we had a lovely Italian cuisine, a succulent Italian meal, down at old Caesar's down the road here, got some
delicioso, man.
Some pasta balls. Yeah, that was good.
Yum.
But
very delish. pretty good. That sounds of me, man. I just had fish and chips, I'm pretty sure.
Nice,
still pretty nice. Some good old flake,
Bit of fucking flake.
Bit of flake.
Jeez, man. I'm trying to think what day it was. It was Good Friday. My dad decided to get fish and chips because it was Good Friday. And it was a bad fucking idea, man.
Yeah.
So bad. We ordered it at about 6 o'clock, just completely underestimating the fact that, look, it's Good Friday and we want fish and chips, We're like, it was a bad idea from the beginning, but we weren't really thinking about it. So, they'll be a bit busy, but we'll be right. Took 3 fucking hours, So we thought, there'll be a while. So, we waited like half an hour. Then my mum and my sister went down there, and then they were stuck down there for like an hour and a half, just, and then they kept coming in and out saying, and all these other people waiting in line and stuff. It was a bad idea. So we thought we won't do that again on any special occasions, particularly Good Friday, because,
Yeah. Yeah.
That was so
It
intense.
do be pretty mental because everyone do be wanting to get stuff all at once. So
yeah, exactly.
that's kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So, have you watched any new like comedy specials recently, or nah?
Comedy specials? No, not at all. No, I don't think I've.
No, you
Yourself?
haven't watched any. I watched last night. I'm trying to remember her name. Her name was. Hang on, let me just get it up. It was Taylor Tomlinson.
Okay.
I watched her comedy special, her Netflix comedy special last night.
Yep.
And yeah, it was pretty good. I think I started the night watching a guy. I can't remember his name. His name was Anthony something. And I was like, oh yeah, he's good. But he's one of those comedians that when they tell jokes, it's not one of those story comedians or those ones. It's like a what do you call the type of style that Jimmy Carr does?
Oh, like
when he tells a joke. One-liner kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, he was doing that, but he's got a very kind of slow pace.
Right.
So like he'll say a joke and then he kind of sit in it and then he'll say another joke, but it feels very slow. It was good jokes, so I'm not saying they're bad.
What was
but
his name? Kind of. Who is this? Sorry.
Anthony something. Hang on, let me get Netflix up. But yeah, it felt kind of slow paced. It could also just be me, but I'm also not the biggest fan of one-liner comedy.
That was what I struggled to get into. I'll try and get through the rest of it, but Tom Segura's Ball Hog.
Yeah.
I was watching that. It's not like I don't think I really like his style. That psychopathic kind of thing. It's like, and then the baby was dead.
Anthony Jesse Linick. Anthony Jesse Linick.
Okay.
Anthony Jesse Linick, I think that's
Anthony Jesse Linick. Okay, yeah.
I think that's what it was, but yeah, I was like, he's good. Like the jokes are good, but they're not like when Jimmy Carr does it. He's fast.
Yeah,
like he's ready. And he's ready to get on to the next one.
Yeah, he's very quick. Yeah, and that kind of makes it more enjoyable. Okay, what's coming next? And then he's the best with fucking hecklers and crowd work and that.
Exactly.
But
he's
so quick.
But with this guy, he was like, he was funny, but it was very slow. With like some of the jokes, it felt very slow paced, and I was like, I might not watch this all the way through. So I got out of it, and then I watched Taylor's. Yeah, Taylor's one. And I enjoyed it a bit more.
Yeah,
because it was more my style,
more storytelling. I might check that. What was that special called? Just her name and the special.
I think it was Taylor. Fuck, why is my phone like not want to open? Motherfucker, bro. Taylor Tomlinson, Quarter Life Crisis.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that advertised. Yeah, I thought I recognized the name.
Yeah, I've seen it. I thought you said you're going to say you're going to see it. You're seeing it or something.
No.
Yeah, it's got her like doing the squat on the stage with the microphone. She got the kicks, the nice white and black kicks on the ground. She's like,
okay. Hey, they came. Holy shit. Where was that?
Who came?
Front door.
At the front door? Oh, nice work. They didn't send me any new tracking information on it. I assume they must have been stalling it. Don't know. Oh, well, thanks, amigo. Hey, my JBL's arrived. I was hoping they'd arrive by today so I could do this episode.
Hell yeah, man.
I'll
cool.
whack them on.
All right.
Does this become an unboxing podcast now?
Yeah. You got to do it closer to the mic so we can hear the ASMR, man.
So these are JBL TWS 120.
Are those like wireless headphones? Are they?
Yeah, wireless earbuds.
Sit in your ear.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Give them a fucking go, man. Yeah, I just ordered these the other week because I was like, because I was pretty devastated when my Beats by Dr. Dre just suddenly fucking died.
But, and the AirPods were pretty shit as well, like you said.
Oh yeah, I just don't. I find them very uncomfortable. Like I feel like whenever I've had Apple earphones
just fucking your
ears, they're comfortable for like 10 minutes, and then you go, "Ow, that really aches." That is not.
Yeah, because your ear's not like used to it.
So
that's essentially what it is.
Here we go. Here, there's a little close up there of the JBL right there. Ooh. damn, man, these are.
Oh yeah, those are the ones that just go into your ear.
Yeah, come one of these nice little packets.
Oh,
nice little,
flexing.
I think they're magnetic. That's
Bzzzt.
just straight up fucking electrocute me. They're going that way. Oh no, he goes in this one. Okay, so they're magnetic. That's pretty cool. And now they're charging.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty dope, man. Shit.
Very cool.
Spicy, dude. Anyway, while those are mucking around with that, what else were we going to talk about?
Oh yeah.
Adele.
Controversial topic. Yeah.
Yes, controversial topic.
Adele's
Adele.
weight loss.
Yeah, Adele's weight loss.
This is something.
This is really is. So I mean, you know a little more about it than I do, but basically, so Adele's lost a fair bit of weight.
Lost weight.
She lost weight.
It should have just ended there. It should have been like the whole thing should have just ended there. She lost weight.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Cool. But then she had her celebrity friends saying, "Oh my God, you look amazing," and then that's when. That's when Twitter exploded and
controversy exploded.
The internet blew up. People are going, but what do you mean she wasn't beautiful before?
What do you mean she wasn't? She wasn't beautiful when she was plus size. She wasn't beautiful before. What are you saying? She's better looking now.
Yeah, but it's like no, we are not saying that at all. But what
are we meant to say?
Yeah, it's like okay.
For starters, what are you meant to say to someone who's lost weight? Fuck you! You look disgusting. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like what? It's like, oh, whatever.
Like,
I'm
like, you look average.
Yeah. Are we supposed to pretend? Are we supposed to pretend that nothing happened? Yeah, exactly. So we should still, it's fine to, say, hey, good on you. You did well because look, losing
you
weight,
look great.
Especially if you're someone who is overweight and more on the plus size and for a while, it is biologically difficult to lose weight and keep it. Like, because I think Adele had that problem in the past where she has been trying to lose weight in the past, and she's kind of been, kind of coming back and forth. And I can see, and so look, I respect, the idea that, nowadays, particularly with singers and that, there's a little less focus on the body image and that, because they can be like, it doesn't matter what you are, it's about the music you make.
It shouldn't matter, but
that's right, it shouldn't, but it does, unfortunately, with some people. And it was like Lady Gaga, like I remember hearing her saying how back in the day, she'd be writing these songs and that and performing, and they'd be like, because they didn't think she was attractive enough to be a singer, to be an artist, so they go, we'll just take your songs, it's like, what the fuck,
But isn't that like also what was happening with like the whole reason why Billie Eilish was wearing baggy clothes or something is because she didn't want people judging her body and making a body image and stuff, But unfortunately, that stuff happens.
That's it.
Which is
it's
we can't control that.
But see, and look, I think because then you got those people who are like, how Adele, she's no longer one of us, like, some of them are like, oh, how dare you? You used to be the symbol of, and now you've, now I don't have to adhere to your beauty standards. Like, no, you don't.
Yeah,
no one said you did.
Exactly. Yeah.
No one said you did.
No one said,
The same as no one says you need to be fat because someone else is fat. It's like the whole thing with Lizzo. Like I respect the fact that she's able to flaunt it and be like, because of course she's very confident. She's a really
she's
good,
confident person.
That kind of
very
thing.
Confident.
But then I remember there was this lady on one of those morning talk shows, and the other women in the panel, well, on the couch, they do, and they were saying how like, oh wow, queen, slay, all that kind of stuff. Wow, she's so, and then, good on her and all that stuff. And then this one lady, probably a little bit politically incorrect for the, the progressives that, on this program, but she makes a very valid point when she's like, okay, but why are we so obsessed with her weight? Shouldn't we be celebrating it for her music? And then she's like, it's fine, now, but but what about when she's if she gets diagnosed with diabetes, or she heart disease, has heart attack, stroke, all these different kinds of failures as a result of being morbidly obese. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
then that's a problem. So we
yeah,
shouldn't say
exactly.
it like, yeah.
But I've seen a lot of those arguments, like where people, like someone said, like, oh, it's inspirational that she's now like she's gotten skinnier and she's gotten healthier, and some people have said that that's inspirational, and then some people have gone, how dare you find that inspirational that she's done that? What you should find inspirational is the fact that she's won 6 Grammys. No one's putting light to the fact that she's got 6 Grammys. Everyone's focused on. Everyone's focused on the fact that she's lost weight, but they're not focusing on the 6 Grammys. But the problem is, she's got 6 Grammys for a reason.
That's
if
right.
you're saying that her talent went unrecognized, that's bullshit, because she's got 6 Grammys.
Yeah, that's right.
They're literally awards, and she would have been applauded for those awards, and people would have been praising. So that's a big goal in itself. And then people should be saying that that's the inspirational part as well. And
big time, man.
Why people saying what people can be inspired by as well?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Why should you be the one to choose?
To choose what's inspirational and what's not. Yeah, exactly. We're all different. We're all unique. We all find different things. Yeah.
I could listen to a song and find it inspirational, and someone else could listen to that song and say that's steaming pile of horse shit.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what? But I find it inspirational. But
that's right.
Or I could find a certain color inspirational. I could be outside on my balcony at like 12 in the morning and see the stars and be like, that's really inspirational.
Yeah.
It's someone else might not find that inspirational, but why should they choose for me that that's not inspirational? You know what
exactly.
I mean?
And why should you be able to tell me that I can't congratulate someone? Because clearly Adele has tried hard. You can see it. You see that she's
easy.
She's working.
Not easy. It's not like you just lose it overnight.
Exactly.
It's really hard. Like, we've been working out from the start. Not saying that we were large or anything, because we weren't.
Yeah,
but we tried to get fit, right? And we've been starting from it's hard. None of us have that's right. 6-pack, or we're not shredded.
Because see,
and it's almost been 6 months.
Because see, that's the thing with a healthy lifestyle and exercise, and that it's something that that you Sorry, I just got distracted. Joel just sent me a fucking very rude message. Not you, the other Joel.
Not me.
I just said to the boys, hey boys, 5 people can come over, whatever. Then Joel goes, sorry, Brandon, no hugging or kissing. Fucking dog.
Guy doesn't want to hug and kiss, man.
What a bastard, yeah.
What a fucking
bastard. Doesn't want to hug me? Doesn't want to hug and kiss me? Unbelievable, man.
Doesn't want to kiss on a lips? What a fucking...
That's it. What the hell, man? Shit. What is he? Doesn't
want to hug and kiss on the lips? What a fucking piece of shit.
Anyway, what was I saying?
But how losing weight is not easy, and
because when you get because when fitness in that it's a part of your lifestyle. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't see keeping active as a chore. It should just be. It's something that you do very regularly. It's something Sometimes I'll be like. I'll just be feeling uninspired. I'll be like, I couldn't be asked, working out today. But I know that once I do it and I work out, and I'll feel great. I know that I need to do it. And I want to do it. Because I know, I just have thoughts. I'm like, I can't be fucked today. I'm like, well, why? Just do it. I can understand. When if you're sick or whatever, or going through something, then that's fine to take a couple of days off. But it still needs to be very much part of your lifestyle.
And it's not just physically hard; it's mentally hard too.
That's it.
You'll be like, I might not do it today. I can do it tomorrow. And then that one day becomes 2 days, becomes 3 days, becomes weeks, becomes months, becomes years.
And it's like when you get people who be like, of course, gym's a bit hard now, but people be like, I haven't been to the gym in ages, and it's like, it's like,
I'll go next week. Why next week? Why don't you go now? You've got time now. Why don't you go? Yeah, but why don't you do the thing now? But it's not easy. Is what we're trying to say, like mentally and physically. And yes, her winning 6 Grammys, that's fantastic. She got like recognition for that. If you guys are complaining that she didn't get like recognition, she got 6 Grammys. I'm pretty sure that's pretty good recognition for her talent, because she's a very talented person.
Yeah, exactly.
And yes, that is also inspiration. If you want to take that as inspiration, you can. That is very inspiring. It's a massive goal. But also, her losing weight is also a goal that she had to set to do. You know, she also had to put time and effort into
It wasn't something that just happened overnight. She didn't just ever.
She didn't suddenly go, look, I lost weight.
Yeah.
From one night. She had to like have the mentality and, you know, and physically go through all this stress and lots of work and stuff to do that. Why should that go unrecognized as well? You know, why should we just be like, oh, you're skinny now? Cool. Bye. And then just leave? Or why can't we like compliment and say, good job? Because it's not easy. It's not easy losing weight. It's really hard.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a really difficult thing to do. But yeah, the whole internet just broke and everyone's going, how dare you this? And should be focused more on the music and all that stuff. And it's like, but yeah. But she also did set a goal and she stuck to it. So I think that's pretty good inspiration.
Yeah,
and the fact that she's done both of it makes her a better role model in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah, because I remember, was it Joe Rogan who said the thing? It's like, okay, some people are like, oh, okay, well, now that she's no longer a little bit overweight, now music's going to suck, you know, because now she's no longer a symbol of anything. She's no longer relatable. It's like, no, that's not what this means.
She's still a role model. She's a really big role model. Yeah, she's done a bunch of goals. She's set those goals and she's worked towards those goals and she's achieved these goals. How does that not make her like a really good role model? You know, she's successful as well. You know, that should be very good things that people can look up to and have a look at, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. But I guess anywhere in life, people want to tear you down for anything, I guess.
Yeah. No
matter what, they're just going to dig up shit on you because people want to argue and people want to fight. People thrive for that shit. So they start arguments and they start things like they're doing to Joe Rogan right now. Have you seen that? All the shit they're doing about because Bernie Sanders or something posted him saying and then they're calling Joe Rogan homophobic, racist, and all that stuff. You know,
that
cancel.
was ridiculous. Yeah, and all those people are just people who just disagree with Bernie. They thought, oh well, if Joe Rogan agrees with Bernie, then he's a fucking piece of shit as well.
Yeah, and they dig up all this stuff on him.
Yeah,
you know, and it's like what? But people thrive for that kind of stuff. They want that attention. They want to be able to bring people down.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just how it is. But yeah. It has become very controversial, you know. I've seen my friends post about it on Facebook, and I haven't really said anything about it because it's hard to talk about because people won't listen. You know, once people get their head in the sand, they're not going to fucking listen to your opinion. And if you disagree with them, but it's logical, they're not going to listen to you either way.
No, that's right. Just no matter what. Yeah, exactly.
No matter what, they're going to be like, stuff you. You're now a shitty person, and I'm going to dig up dirt on you. It's like,
exactly.
You know, people should be able to have these conversations, and it should be able to be open-minded between the two, you know, things.
Yeah, but see, what's interesting, I feel like it's something that kind of and Twitter wars. It's something that's very much something that's just very, very kind of. It feels like a very new type thing to just.
Yeah.
You know, especially with like the left and the right. You know, I feel like it's something that wasn't. You know, I think they're more ferocious nowadays. The arguing and that. You know, I felt like they were more agreeable. They were more agreeable, more respectful 30 years ago than they are now. You know,
but now it's all like petty shots as well. Like people don't just argue for you. They get personal and they rip you up from the inside.
That's it.
So it's not like friendly debating or anything. Or you're just going to debate someone. It's like they rip and tear straight into you.
Not big time, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I've thought about deleting Facebook so many times now, but the only reason why I've got it is for family.
Yeah,
because But I've thought about deleting Facebook now because every time I go on it, it's either like I see some memes from a friend. You know, I like those memes. I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool. But then a lot of the time, it's just not politically charged, but like very charged arguments constantly. You know, that's all I see. Like all I see is something about. This is one I see a lot. You know, men doing bad shit. I see that stuff, you know, feminist posts. I see a lot of that stuff. Then I see a lot of people complaining about like, oh, this person did this, and then I see people like, oh, we're in love, and then and then I see shit like this controversy, you know, and it's just a negative place. You know, for like mentality is what I think. It's just a big cesspool of shit. Because I just
Sorry,
keep
dude,
seeing.
I'm just gonna change my audio, my headphone set.
Yep.
Just 1 second. I might just pause it. Sorry, guys, just had some technical difficulties. I finally got the JBLs hooked up, so they're looking good.
Hell yeah.
Good to go.
Hell yeah. Looking snazzy, man.
Hell yeah, son.
But yeah, what I was saying before, I was gonna wrap it up anyway. But just Facebook's just, I don't know. I just don't use it that much. It's just a lot of people ranting and complaining. The only thing I really use it for is if I see the opportunity, I'll leave a bomb ass like funny comment. Okay, sometimes people are like so like up themselves that they won't like respond to it or even like it or anything. But it's a good comment. Like I know it's good because I like it's a good one. You know what I mean? Like you know you just see when you go, that's a good one.
And it's gonna get some people, you know. I didn't see that one. They just try and ignore it. Yeah.
Or they delete it. Or they delete it. They delete it because they don't want it on their serious post. I'm like, calm down. You gotta learn to take a joke. But
that's it, man.
Yeah. Anyway, Brandon has sent me something very suspicious. Yes. I think I might get a virus from it.
That is very likely. Very likely. Very likely you will get a virus.
My computer might get terminated.
Yes. Well, this is a bit of backstory. What?
I had to stop it, but yeah. All right,
just bring it back to the start, and we'll play at the same time so I can edit it. So, a bit of backstory. This was I actually just found this like a few days ago. I was just going through some USB sticks, and one of them had this film that my mate Connor and I did back in 2014. I was 13. He was just a couple weeks shy of turning 12. And we made this film. We were just like, hey, because he had, I won't give too much away because I'll let you experience it in the way it was intended. But basically, I remastered it like a lot.
Ooh.
Because almost completely.
Remastered.
You know, because it was filmed on an iPad too, you know, so I tried to do a bit of color grading. It kind of works. But yeah, I had to change the, because originally it starts with the song Bad Boys by Inner Circle, you know?
Yep.
Known as the theme to the Cops TV show, right?
Yeah.
So, had that playing, and of course that's copyrighted as hell, so I can't have that in there. And it was also used at the end credits, you know. But do you remember the iButtons app you had on your phone back in the day?
Yes. Yeah.
I just took the Bad Boys button from that, so it just plays the chorus, and then there's an awkward pause, and then it plays the chorus again. So I had that in there, and and there's a couple of times where I mention sorry, my earphone just made a weird sound. There's a couple of times where I say things that I'm kind of like, that can't get out. Like I would have said, there's a part where I say my address, my home address. I'm like, yep, all right, let's just cut that out completely. And then I'm also wearing this this police uniform, you know, with the badges and that on. So after I've thought, yep, I've spent all day doing this. This is great. You go, oh fuck, that can't be there, you know. So I blur out the all the cop badges and that, all the embroidery and that. So you know, and I kind of, because it's kind of like, it's like because I've completely changed the soundtrack and everything. So now it's like an 80s synth kind of sci-fi kind of, which was what the film's meant to be, but it just, you know, now it's just a little more refined, more like a, you know, but you'll see what I mean when you play it. So without further ado, this video is also available on my YouTube channel if you want to watch it without our commentary and Joel's reaction
to it.
Yeah, that's it. All right, we're ready to go?
Terminated, a short film. Yeah.
That's it. Okay. Press the play button in 3, on 1. After 1. Yeah. 3.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Play.
Ooh. Oh, it's loud. Hang on.
That disappointing iMovie title.
Oh my god.
Free sucker. You're not going anywhere.
Was that like
The blur?
voice change?
Yeah. We had it in slow motion.
Oh,
The frame rate was slowed down, so that way the voices sound deeper.
he's got killed.
Give me all your money. Whoa, sorry, man. Whoa, be careful, man.
Just a bunch of fucking money sticking out of the book.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
No.
And just
He's
these
got
overly...
mugged.
Yeah, man. Unbelievable. Just admits
Better not
defeat.
move. Oh, is this TOS? No.
I think so.
Oh, it feels like you're punching me in the face.
Yeah, man. It's scary.
Oh, he just got back up after getting curb stomped.
I know, right? Yeah, man, this is
Oh, this
violent.
is the best fight scene I've ever seen.
I reckon.
How did that even... Oh, continuity?
Oh, he actually hit me in the face that time. That was a real hit. Split my fucking lip.
Oh my god.
It's great.
Should have picked on someone your own size, punk.
Voice change.
Whoa!
Oh, TOS!
Oh, get a bit gay here.
Time
Oh.
to die.
Now I'm suddenly the devil.
Never, ever gonna
Fucking
finish
Lucifer.
that chapter.
Turn into Lucifer. Man. This is what Lucifer was
What
about.
chapter?
Oh!
Now you know why the shred came off. Because he had to get stabbed, you know?
Yeah. Dude, you just got shanked. The devil
Same,
himself
man.
just got shanked.
Oh!
911.
Yes, big stat. I'm a...
On the fucking props. Whoa, what the fuck's that? Oh. What the fuck was that?
Damn.
What was with his face?
Can't believe he got curb stomped and his face is completely normal. And he hasn't got any bruises.
Yeah, he's all good.
He's all good, man.
What the hell? He disappeared.
Just doing some yoga. Breathing exercises. Oh.
Listen to the sound here, the music here. It syncs up so well with the actions.
Oh, this is scary. This is scary.
Check out those cuts, bro.
Dude. Damn.
Don't move a muscle. What is he, the fucking police?
Oh, man.
Damn, man. He was so tiny back then.
He's got kicked and then he got back up and thrown in a different direction. First person.
Oh, that delay.
Yeah.
Down. Just hiking himself.
Is it more curb stomping? Oh. Yes.
I think he's dead now. So, the bad boy
Double
got his
kick.
comeuppance, man.
Connor. Street Fighter Brandon.
karma,
Top
dude.
Cyborg
Oh
Brandon.
yeah. Filmed on October 3rd, 2014.
Whoa.
Remastered on May 9th.
Credit? Is there any post-credit shit?
No,
Where
just
there's gonna be a
this.
second movie?
Maybe. Should I do that?
It's gonna be a second
There
one.
you go. Fuck yeah. So there you go, man.
That was
There you
great.
go.
My favorite part
what'd you
was
think of
the
that?
continuity in the film. Like he'd
In
be
the
thrown
fight-
to
in the
the
fighting
ground,
and
and then
that?
in the next
Yeah,
scene,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
just in a headlock.
Oh, dude. Oh man, that was so
Yeah,
much
man.
fun.
That was.
But yeah, my name was originally in the original film. In the credits, it said that I was a I think I just said hobo, but I thought, nah, Street Fighter. That sounds cool because he's like,
Street Fighter,
just with those fucking money just sticking out of the book.
Who toxic looking?
Street Fighter.
I do. I can
take your trousers down, snap your dick in half.
Snap your dick in half.
Oh man!
It almost looked like a Casey Fry video.
Hey,
it almost looked like a Casey Fry video.
Like that,
pretty with the shirt coming off and you're doing a dance and get stabbed and be like,
"This is getting homoerotic here, son." But no. But now you know why the shirt came off, don't you? So the stab looked better. I'm not putting tomato sauce on my t-shirt. Oh man!
But yeah, you curb stomped his face in half, and he's just
he gets up man.
Completely fine.
Yep, no, he was all good. He was a tough cookie. That's it. But yep, then that cop came back to life as a cyborg, and fucking killed him for good. Because this time it was a robot, a cyborg stomping his head, so it was more powerful.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah. It's more powerful, so he just squashed his head like a like a balloon, man.
I think what I was so proud of with that was that I didn't realize, because originally there was only Bad Boys playing at the start, and then at the end there was no music throughout. I thought that's sci-fi bit, particularly when when the music kind of lines up as they're all looking at each other and moving in, and that was cool. I didn't know that would work out. I didn't actually have to edit the song. I just put it in there and placed it there, and it worked. It just worked. Yeah. And then I love and then when the cyborg comes in, and then there's those three shots: the back, side view, and then the front view. Still, blurring out the police.
Blurring out.
But fuck, man, Connor was so small back then. I couldn't believe it. It was like twice the size of him then. He's almost my height now. It's like, it's like the difference between prepubescent and then just hitting puberty. That was pretty much what it was like. I
liked how the voice changed. Like the character had multiple voices.
Yeah, because we slowed the frame rate down so that we'd sound deeper, and it would be like more kind of sci-fi and kind of like cool in that in the fights and then out of nowhere my character turns into Lucifer. So maybe I don't know, maybe you could analyze that. Maybe that's got something to do with the cyborg quality to it. Maybe it's like the cyborgs have taken over, and meanwhile Connor is this kid who's robbed someplace with this this pillowcase of money. I think it was just books he had in it, but pillowcase of money, and but yeah, moral of the story I think is karma. I think that's what the story is. So
don't rob a cyborg.
He robs a bank, he kills a robot, then he tries to rob a homeless man. Oh, sorry, Street Fighter, and then kills him. And then the police officer comes back to life as a cyborg, and then gets revenge on him, and then so
and he fights the devil in the meantime as well, and just stabs the devil.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, fuck. There's a lot.
I thought when that part happened, I thought I was watching the Netflix show Lucifer for a minute when that was happening. I thought, I almost thought I was looking at Tom Ellis right there. I was like, oh my god,
yeah.
Brandon shredded and everything.
Yeah, so it's like Lucifer. Lucifer meets Terminator meets Heist.
Yeah, Lucifer, Morningstar meets the Terminator.
Oh man, there you go. Crazy shit, man. Oh, well, guys, I guess we'll probably end it there. Thank you for watching. We've got a cheeky little announcement now with all those announcements that have been going on with all these changes to, in terms of seeing each other and that. Next episode, Thursdays, Joel's going to be in the studio. How about it, eh? Whoop! Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, man.
If I get to see Joel in the flesh, it might be awkward because we're only used to talking to each other over the phone. And
exactly. We'll probably just stand there going,
like, how do you talk when you're in the flesh? Be like, what?
Yeah.
I hear, Yeah. It'd be good fun.
Very good. And then we'll have some other things. We're working on some other projects to do with the Skeptic and the Dude as well.
Let's write some promo vids. cheeky little things there. But I guess that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Don't join in any protest. You know, just do that favor for us between now and Thursday, and for the rest of
fight
what's
any
happening. You know,
cyborg cops as well.
That's it. Don't rob any banks. Don't fight any cyborg cops. Don't kill a
Street
street fighter who turns into Lucifer. Yeah, and just you know,
exactly.
just take it easy. You know, take care. Yeah.
Yeah. Love Jesus.
Love Jesus. See you guys.